Call us on your cell phone.
Culinary Hotline Bling.
That can only mean one thing.
Welcome back to it. It's a Wednesday morning, and you know what time it is. It's time for the Culinary Hotline Bling. Sing, sing, sing. Last week, millions of Muslims around the world started the holy month of Ramadan, and today in our kitchen is Chef Amara Peterson and foodie Dilshad Parker, who will be sharing why Ramadan is so important and what it means to our valued Muslim communities out there. And if you'd like to ask us questions, share your favorite recipes, please do so with us on our social media pages. Dilshad, Amara, great to have you here and good morning.
Thanks for having me,
So
man.
great to be here. Thanks.
Before we even get started talking about the important topic of Ramadan, tell us a little bit about yourself, Amara. You want to start off?
I am a professional chef. I was nominated the youngest chef at 19 to run a 5-star establishment.
I mean, okay.
And I run my own company called Hot Chefs.
Fantastic.
So we do corporate catering, we do private chef services, and yeah, we just have fun. We believe
Wonderful.
cooking is more than a mouthful.
Wonderful, wonderful. What about you, Dilshad?
So I'm Dilshad Parker. I have a background in graphic design, but I sort of recognized the niche for information about halal restaurants a few years ago, and I started a website called Hungry for Halal, which is a resource to find halal restaurants, halal caterers, and all kinds of service providers in the halal space.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Wonderful. It's great to have you here, and we look forward to tapping into your knowledge base. And starting off with the question of, if you would define to those that don't know out there, what is Ramadan?
Dilshad, do you want to go for that?
Okay, so Ramadan is the 9th month of the Islamic calendar. And firstly, it's the month in which the Holy Quran was revealed to our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. And we celebrate that revelation during the month of Ramadan. It's also the month where we abstain from food, from worldly pleasures, from it's time that we use to reflect and to introspect on life. And maybe Amara would like to...
Yeah, I think it's more about like your soul purification and connecting with God. A lot of people tell me, how do you abstain from food and you're in the kitchen all day?
Yeah, yeah.
But it's actually about abstaining from everything that is sort of negative, more than abstaining from food. So all your negative thoughts, all of those crazy things that we go through in our head, you know, and sort of connecting with the rest of humanity. So giving back to the communities, giving back to your neighbors. So it's all about purifying, and like we purify our soul through cleansing our physical body, which is through the detox of fasting, but more so in doing good towards others.
Yes.
And that is what Ramadan is all about.
Yeah. You said it's the 9th month of the
The lunar, the lunar calendar.
lunar calendar,
Yeah.
The lunar calendar, the Islamic calendar.
Yes.
When exactly does it start, and how long does it last?
Okay, so it basically starts when we sight the new moon.
Okay.
So what needs to happen is we have to see the new moon with a naked eye. So in different continents at different times they'll actually see the new moon, because in order for your continent to start fasting, you have to physically see that moon in the continent. So it starts when the new moon is born, and it usually lasts between 29 or 30 days.
Yes.
So on the 29th day the 28th day we'll actually go check to see if with a naked eye we can see the new moon, and then we'll know whether the celebration of Eid is on the 29th day or on the 30th day.
Yeah. And as I understand, the fasting begins at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Well, it begins with sunrise.
Oh, sunrise.
With sunrise.
And
So
ends at
sunset.
At sunset.
Yes.
So-
Talk to us about the significance of breaking the fast in the evening, especially with dates.
Well, dates is it's a superfood. It has copious amounts of energy, vitamins, minerals, and it's an ideal food to break your fast with. It gives you that quick burst of energy, and it's natural. It's completely natural. It's a good choice along with water to break your fast with quite naturally, and give you the energy that you need to replenish what you've lost during the day.
Yeah.
And an extra tip with dates is if you're hungry or if you have an empty stomach, because dates actually digest really, really quickly, it sort of sustains your body immediately when it gets into your stomach.
Okay.
So it assists you to not overeat. You know, so besides having absolutely every vitamin that your body needs, it just sort of sustains your body very quickly on an empty stomach. So
Yeah.
throughout the day, if you're feeling a bit hungry or your stomach's empty, if you pop a date, your
Yeah.
body gets a
Some
good
water.
boost, and it actually just levels out your blood sugar levels.
I think I discovered dates properly in that sense when I recently visited Dubai, and one of the
Yeah.
welcoming rituals into a household or into any kind of
Yes.
setting is you get served a small cup of Arabic coffee with a date.
Yes.
And you can have as many of them as I had a lot because I really, really liked them. And when I got back home, I'm actually quite disappointed that I didn't bring back a whole box of
Yeah.
dates. But I found some here locally as well, and I really enjoy having them like this.
Yes.
I'm trying to get into the habit of drinking a lot of water, and
Yeah.
then mixing that in with a date as well
Yeah.
is wonderful. And you were telling me that a lot of people in the UAE or in Arabic nations actually have this as a breakfast?
Yes, that's the first thing that they do. Like I said, it contains all the nutrients and all the vitamin. It has potassium, iron, vitamin C if they're fresh. So it's really, really good to start your day off with giving your body absolutely everything it needs. And the thing about water is water is like a purifier. So the minute you have that sweetness and you feel that boost of the date immediately, the water sort of just like cleanses your body and soothes it. So the different types of dates taste different. So this is a majul one. So it's nice and sweet. It's
A
nice
majul
and
date.
majul date. So it's balanced in flavors, but you get dates that's a lot more sweeter
Yeah.
and dates that doesn't have as much sugar. So
Yeah.
you can kind of check out what you prefer. You know?
Yeah, I'll tell you this, I'll recommend this for you at home. Not only trying this, which is absolutely amazing, but if you're looking to cut down on the sugar consumption, let's say in your tea or in your
Yes.
coffee,
It's a great
Definitely.
replacement
get some
for
dates,
sugar.
have that coffee or the tea, get the real taste of the product that you're trying to drink, and then have it with a date. Boom, we're done. Listen, I'm loving this conversation. We're going to carry on with it again. Make sure you stay tuned to the Culinary Hotline, please.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Call us on your cell phone.
Culinary Hotline Bling.
That can only
Welcome
mean
back to it. It's a Wednesday morning, and as you can hear with that song, it's time once again for the Culinary Hotline Bling. Sing, sing, sing! Joined by Chef Amara Peterson and Foodie Dilshad Parker, who are standing by to answer all of your questions that we're receiving on social media, on those posts, all regarding Ramadan. Loving what I'm learning and understanding. Oh, these dates. Listen, dates and water. Amazing. I can't believe it. All right, let's talk about what to eat during Ramadan, and especially focusing on what to have before sunrise. What's usually eaten before sunrise, so a pre-dawn meal.
Okay. Traditionally, we call that suhoor.
Suhoor.
Suhoor, yeah. It's the Arabic, it means pre-dawn meal. So traditionally, I think it just depends on absolutely every household.
Yeah.
But I'm going to show you my little treat that I like to have.
Okay, so typically at dawn you kind of wake up to a grey fog of getting out of bed and into the kitchen, and you normally would just grab something out of the fridge from the night before. So we tend to eat pretty unhealthy usually.
Yeah.
You know,
All right.
leftovers, sweet
Definitely.
treats from the night before,
Yes.
rather than
Whatever you
focusing
can kind of
on the good
grab
stuff.
quickly.
Yeah.
But I think there is definitely a trend now to move to more healthier eating.
Absolutely.
Things like smoothies, things like eggs made in coconut oil.
Yes.
Things like overnight oats, one of my favorites.
Yes.
Amazingly nutritious and so easy. And the nice thing about something like overnight oats is it takes all the prep out of the morning.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
do it all the night before,
Yes.
stick it in the fridge, and in the morning it's actually ready.
Yeah.
And you can actually eat that in a blur and still feel good about what you've eaten.
And of course, don't forget your dates. I feel like I need to become like
course,
international
of course,
ambassador
of course.
of dates and water. It's my new portfolio.
Yeah, and I think what you want to try and do is you want to try and eat lots of protein. So eggs is a good source of
Yeah.
protein.
Yes.
Avos is a good source of protein.
Yeah, avo and toast.
Also, like for me personally, I try and stay away from bread, but a lot of people like that sort of crunchiness with the eggs or with the toasted cheese.
So I guess also because it fills up like a lot of space in your
Yeah.
stomach all at once when you
Definitely.
eat, but when it does get digested very quickly, especially
Yes.
if you're not eating low GI bread, then
Correct.
the energy could disappear very
Yes,
quickly.
That's right.
So that's why I would suggest that you have like a sort of whole grain bread. It's 10 times better than a white bread. Or if you can replace it with a potato, because a potato is like a slow releasing energy, so
Yes.
it will give you energy throughout the day. You know, so you can
Yeah.
have your boiled potato with it, you can have some mashed potato, or
Sweet
even just
potato?
like a
Sweet potato?
even a sweet potato, yeah, definitely. Even a hash brown you can make, and this you can make in advance and
Yes.
pop it in the freezer and just fry it with your eggs. You know?
Absolutely.
So that makes it super, super
So
simple.
let's take a look at your favorite breakfast, Tamara.
Yes, quick, simple, because I'm waking up in a blur, so I want to just have something quick sticks. So I'm going to show you my banana and peanut butter smoothie.
Good.
So what we want to do is you just have like 2 bananas.
Okay.
So we're going to add that into the NutriBullet.
And I see those are freshly chopped, so those aren't necessarily frozen. Could you have them frozen if you want to?
Of course. Then you have something very cold. I'm not really, I don't like to have something very cold first thing in the morning.
Okay.
And then peanut butter. Peanut butter is a good source of fat. It's a good source of protein as well. And also another slow release of energy.
Excellent.
Honey is really good with all its sort of natural antibiotics and sort of anti-inflammatory. And also just for that extra sweetness.
Could I substitute the honey for dates?
Of course you can. Yes, definitely. Even that's a really good sort of option. And then just to make it sort of creamy and smooth, nice 2 sort of generous helpings of yogurt.
Lovely stuff.
And then we're going to add some milk just to sort of even that out and to make it like, you know, not too thick.
Yes.
If you want a super, super healthy option, you could use coconut milk or coconut water even, you know.
And while you do that, let me quickly tell everyone at home that you can SMS the keyword drink to 33728 and we'll send you a list of the ingredients so that you can try that smoothie out as a healthier alternative to your pre-dawn meal or your suhoor,
Yes.
as I've learned.
And I mean, that's like a 3-minute breakfast. And this is a solid 3-minute breakfast.
Yeah.
So what I like to do with the smoothie like this is add a handful of almonds.
Yes.
And you chuck that in there as
Ooh,
well. And
yes.
it just gives you a little bit of texture in the smoothie as
Correct.
well.
Brilliant.
And even
Also
dates,
good for vitamins,
dates and
yeah.
almonds in there. It's excellent.
So there you
Simple as
have
that.
it.
That's how you can enjoy your suhoor and ensure that for the day ahead, your energy reserves are built up, slow releasing energy as you go through Ramadan, or if you'd like to just try that at home for yourself as well. SMS drink to 33728. We'll be back again with Amara and Dilshad very shortly on the Culinary Hotline. Bling! Ting, ting, ting.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Call us on your cell phone.
Culinary Hotline Bling.
That can only mean one thing.
Use that airtime. Call us for the Culinary Hotline. Bling! Ting, ting, ting! We've got a special edition this morning. We're joined by Amara Peterson and Dilshad Parker, and we're talking all things Ramadan, and we're understanding the significance of this 9th month in the Islamic calendar, the religious significance thereof to communities, why it's so important, and more so because it's the Culinary Hotline Bling, ting, 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 the food behind it. So right now, Amara, you are busy preparing a boober.
Yes, one of the most traditional things about Ramadan.
Yes.
Everybody looks super excited for the 15th night because that's the night that is sort of marks the half of the month, and we celebrate this with this traditional dish called boober.
Okay, because you got 29 to 30 days of Ramadan,
Correct.
so 15th day is halfway, and that's called iftar.
No. This
Iftar is the evening meal.
Oh, it's the evening meal. Okay.
15th night is often known as Opieberg.
then you
reach
Opieberg.
If you klaar geklim, jy's op die berg as jy weer af.
So now it's time to roll down, you know?
Gosh sake. Okay, so boober, very exciting.
Yeah, first
Everyone in the
things
family
first.
loves it.
Cinnamon, some cardamom, butter. We just want to roast that off nicely. And then we're going to add some vermicelli in there.
Okay.
And we're just going to roast this 2 to 3 minutes just to get some color.
Okay, good stuff. All right.
Then we're going to, when this has some nice color, we're going to add in the milk and the sago and the rest of the other ingredients.
And the boober, does that kind of form, I mean, it seems like it's going to be very sweet. Obviously, it's going to be very sweet. So is it like the dessert part of what would be a main meal, a whole meal, right?
It's actually kind of the starter.
It's usually
Is it a starter?
oftentimes
Yes, more
people have
starter.
different ways of breaking their fast.
Okay.
Some people have a small bowl of boober. Some people have a little bowl of soup. One of the popular soups that they serve during Ramadan is called halim. And that is quite a hearty meat or chicken and vegetable soup. And it's popularly made in Ramadan. And people will typically also then break their fast with savories like samosas and pies and moons, which is not necessarily the healthiest option.
But it tastes good.
But after a long day of fasting, all you want to really do is indulge.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, by the way, you at home can SMS the keyword sweet to 33728 and we'll send you an ingredients list as well as a link to the recipe so that you can make your own boober at home Okay. You could have broken it up into smaller pieces as well if you want the vermicelli, right?
Yeah,
yes,
definitely.
you can.
And obviously, if you use, there's different types of vermicelli. So you get a thicker one and you get a thinner sort of Lakshan angel hair one. So it also just depends on the kind of thickness that you want. And I think that like booba, it's a cultural thing, but it's based on sort of every family, every sort of preference. Some people will like it thick. Some people will like it a lot more thin.
Yes.
Some people will like to have it in a glass. Some people would like to have it in a bowl.
Do some people like to have it in coloured?
That's not booba.
Oh, okay. So
That's-
okay, hold that. We're still on this side.
something
of the
different.
table.
That's
That's
All right. So what's happening in as far
Okay.
as our boober is concerned? Then?
So basically, I've cut it out vermicelli and I've added my milk. My recipe calls for 1.5 liters, but I only add 1 liter in while I'm cooking,
Okay.
so that when it's done. So a lot of people will cook in the afternoon to kind of free them up before the breaking of fast.
Okay.
So booba is something that if it stands, it gets thicker because of the vermicelli, because of the sago.
Yes.
So you keep that 500 mils so that if it gets thick while standing for long, you just add that last bit to get it to the consistency that you like it.
Excellent. Okay.
So the milk is in, and I've basically soaked 50 grams of sago,
Uh-huh.
and I'm going to toss that in.
How long does it take to soak? Just 10 minutes?
I just wait till it's double in size.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes it's 10 minutes. It just depends kind of on the temperature of the room too.
Okay.
But just till it's double in size, that's when you can add them. And then what we're going to do is to sweeten it. Now, a lot of people actually don't like very sweet booba. Me personally, I'm all about the sweet things in life, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm adding in some condensed milk to sweeten that, about a quarter
Good.
sort of can of condensed milk. I like really luxurious sort of booba. So this
Yeah.
is not really the traditional type. This is
Okay.
my kind of
You're
style
upgrading
one,
it.
you know? Yeah, upgrading it. So I'm adding in the condensed milk for the sweetness.
Oh.
And then I'm adding in saffron. This just gives it a beautiful color and a really rich sort of aroma
King
and
of
flavor.
spices.
Yeah, it's all about the flavor, man. And then I'm adding rose syrup. You have to be rose water, yeah. My bad. You have to be very, very careful with rose water because you have to get a premium rose water because if you buy like a cheap brand, it just kills your entire dish.
Okay.
So you have to make sure that you have a really good rose water. The same like you have to ensure that you get like a really good saffron.
So if you don't have a really good one, rather just go without.
Yeah, leave it out.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
So the rose water just adds an extra sort of flavor in there.
I tell you what, we're going to show everyone at home a fast-forwarded version of how this is made. Because obviously this takes a lot of time,
Yeah,
so
definitely.
have a quick look at this and we'll be right back in the kitchen. Simple as that. SMS the keyword sweet to 33728 and you can make your own boober at home. So we still have a few more ingredients to add, Amara.
Yes, more for the luxury. Some ideal milk, about 200 mils in there.
Super creamy.
Yes, definitely. Like I said, after a long day, you just want to have some
There we go.
indulgent kind of food. And then sultanas.
Beautiful.
And then obviously you can also add some almonds if you like. Completely your choice.
Or
And
at
that's
like a
basically it.
medium heat, you just let it simmer.
Yeah, well now I'm going to
and
turn it
do its
down to a low
thing.
heat and for about 20 minutes just cook that and then it's done.
Okay. Well, I made a big mistake thinking that this was boober as well. I was told that it isn't, but we will tell you what it is after a very short break from the Culinary Hotline Bling! Sing, sing, sing!
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Call us on your cell phone.
Culinary Hotline Bling.
That can only
It is the time of the morning, the Culinary Hotline Bling! Sing, sing, sing! Is live, large and in charge on your feel-good breakfast show. Amara and Dilshad have been absolutely amazing this morning. We've been enjoying every recipe you've shared with us, especially as we observe Ramadan. Samosas
Yes.
are a very popular snack.
Yeah,
Everyone loves them.
definitely.
We want them and we want them now. So what's the perfect way to make a samosa?
Well, the thing is you can use absolutely any filling. So you could make your own filling, you could use the previous night's sort of leftovers.
Yes.
I'm just going to make you a quick chicken filling, what you want to do is just dry out your onions and your carrots. This is my recipe again.
I see you got
you
some
could
butter
do-
in there.
I'm all about French cooking, you know,
More
so
butter,
I like
more
the butter.
better.
So while that's browning off, I have some pre-made filling, so I'm going to show you how to roll it. The most important part of a samosa
Yeah, because
is how to roll it.
Veronica and Mawada on Facebook actually both asked, how do you fold a samosa?
Yes.
Are you going to give it a go too?
Yeah, I think you should try.
Yeah, I think you should give it
okay.
a go too. Yeah, let's
It's
do
not
this.
the easiest thing. It's not something that you get right on the first time, but you can always check out. I actually have a video on my YouTube channel, The Hot Chef, on how to roll
yeah?
your samosa. Yeah, so first things first, you keep it in your hand nice and
Keep it in-
comfortably.
There we go. Okay, left
And then what
hand
you want to
in
do
here.
is take one corner,
One corner.
put it over to the next corner,
Goes to the corner.
and then what you want to do is just flick it up
You flick
towards
it
the
up.
opposite side.
Look at that!
Yay!
You beauty!
You want to make a cone, yeah?
at that.
And you want to make sure that on the inside of the cone there isn't no holes. Because if there's holes, your
Okay.
filling sort of oozes out, and then your samosa becomes really like
Okay, wait, how do
oily.
you make sure? Okay, mine is holy. Oh, no, hold on.
Okay.
So here we go. This corner is going to go here. Then you just flip
Flick
it up.
it up, yeah.
And there we go.
Then the next thing
Okay.
you want to do is you want to make
wanna-
sure that
Pop your filling in there. Shall I do that?
Thank you.
cool. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that that extra piece that you
A little
have,
bit more, a little bit more.
that's sort of
wait, you're building it up too much.
Generous, generous. It's all about
Wait,
generosity.
Wait. You got to go slowly with me here. So now that I
okay.
fold it
So
up,
now you fold up your little
that
curve,
extra flap at the top.
the extra
It
flap.
says you fold it down.
Yeah, you want to make sure that you tuck it in nicely.
You hold it like this.
Okay, hold it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, there we go. And then,
Tuck in all your filling, tuck it in, use your fingers, yeah. There we go. And then you sort of want to fold it
fold
again
it
to the
over.
opposite
Yeah.
side. Yes!
Look at
You are natural.
you beauty.
And you do that all the way to the top. And then
There we
basically
go.
what you do is you have a little flour and water mixed into a paste, and you put that onto your leaf.
okay, Mara's being fancy. I'm just going to stick my finger in there.
I
That's how we do it at home, guys.
am extremely proud
You
of what we've
basically
just
pop it
done
into the
here.
oil, and that's that.
And then you.
Okay.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
There we go.
So add. Okay.
Okay. Okay,
Yes.
let's do katlega samosa in the oil too. There we go.
Hopefully all the chicken
together.
doesn't go oozy out, man.
SMS is the keyword snack to 33728. Ladies, thank you so much for the insight you've provided us and the learnings you've given us about Ramadan and the food involved, the significance of it to community, and we wish you and your families a very blessed and happy Ramadan. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
My
Katlega.
absolute
Absolutely.
pleasure. Thank you for having
Keep
me.
sharing those questions with us. We'll be back next week again with the Culinary Hotline. Bling! Sing, sing, sing!